Hello everyone, welcome to Meet an Entrepreneur. Today I have Marc Nda here. I will let him tell us about himself a little bit. Hello Marc.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Hi.
Welcome to Meet an Entrepreneur.
Thank you.
Can you please tell us who you are?
Well, my name is Marc Nda, like you said. Originally from Togo, obviously. Been here for 18, 19 years.
You have a business. You are in healthcare. How did you start?
I have to say that I got into healthcare for personal reason and then also for business purposes. Personal reason, I lost my mother through a bad care and I wanted to do something for her legacy. When I came here, I help out at Brookstone Village. I help out, other, nursing home. I worked there, took care of people, and it was something that I really enjoyed. When I started other business that didn't work out, I decided to go back to my passion and something that I can also have a legacy on the death of my mother.
Sorry for your loss, Marc. So you just mentioned that you started other businesses. How did that go?
Well, it didn't go well.
Okay.
I have experienced quite a few businesses, whether it is franchises and things that I built from scratch. It didn't work out. So I had a lot of trial and a lot of failures.
So you are an experienced business person.
I would not say experience. I'm still young in what I do right now. I'm still learning every day. I can't put a hat on my knowledge because I don't know it all. But I can say that I have an experience in failure.
Wow.
So that I can say for sure.
To you, what's the definition of failure?
It's a failure when you give up. But if you're not successful and you keep trying, there is no failure yet. But you can see it coming when you're worn out, you're tired, you see, and then you give up. For example, if you drop out at a high school, you fail to get a high school diploma. But if you drop out with the intention to get your GED later, you have no failure.
Wow.
So it's just taking too long. So when I say I failed, I mean I decided to give up on that and move on to something. It's no longer in my plan. I gave up, the result is negative, I failed, we're done.
Wow. I know you said it earlier, what got you into healthcare? What's your background, educational background?
Well, I don't like talking too much about my educational background because it's to me, and if you come to my office, I don't have my degrees on the wall because it's a barrier that I like to remove to allow my employee to come to me. But I have quite a few degrees, master's, and my doctorate is in business administration, concentration finance. But there's a few of them. But my background is more like teaching. That's what I've done. I taught as a professor at Metro and ITT Tech. For a year, I taught math and psychology. And that's why I went for my doctorate in order to, my goal was to become a dean one day and run a university. And unfortunately, the course, the path was not right. That's one thing that I really, really enjoy. I've also coached soccer and still coach soccer. That is one thing that I am very successful at in coaching, and that is my passion. That's what I love doing. But I like doing that to help and then to release pressure on me. That is also one thing that helped me stand on my feet when I didn't have a job, when I had failed and we didn't have any income. Soccer has helped me stand strong and keep moving. So I didn't have any background in healthcare.
But you had the skills, the passion, and the talent for it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, the thing that Dr. Daly, he says something that I always say, but I never said it out loud. You can be promoted to a weakness. Let me give you an example. If you are a salesperson at a car dealership, and you are very good at that, you are the top seller, and they promote you suddenly to a management. That's a weakness, right? Because you never managed before. You are very good in selling, but you're not good at managing people. Your job now is to try to manage people to become you, to create some mini you, right? So Dr. Daly said, if you are promoted to a weakness, you have two choices. You can go get education to strengthen your weakness, or you can bring in people who have that strength to surround you. That's what I did. I tried to educate myself in healthcare. It took a long time for me, almost 2 years, to build the business, to do the paperwork, learn when I can, get advice when I can. And I read a lot because the healthcare industry in the United States is very highly regulated, and lawsuits come from left, right. So you can make a lot of money today and lose all the next day because of lawsuit. So I have to educate myself and then surround myself with people that can give me the knowledge. I was not afraid to delegate power. I was not afraid to give out some control, to have people help me understand that even with my degree, I really don't know what I thought I knew. So now I have to become a student and allow people that I am more educated to teach me what they know.
That's amazing, Mark. You touched a lot of points that are important for and necessary for leaders, managers, those that are aspiring to be promoted, the right attitude to have. So what got you into entrepreneurship?
I was already an entrepreneur back home.
Okay.
You know, I start from scratch. Back home, people were laughing at me, and then slowly I went up, and then I become big, and then being young, not understanding what the future hold. I thought the life was going to be rose like that all the time, like we say in French, you know, and I lost it all. And it was a very good experience for me to go from top down and lose everything that I ever had and have people mock me, laugh at me, make jokes about me. And all I wanted to do is to prove to myself and challenge myself that I can get back on my feet.
You know, even though when things didn't go well, it didn't stop you. You just kept on going. I mean, where did you get that from?
I get that from my parents. Growing up, I've seen my parents, how my dad can walk to Center City to go to work. He never missed his job.
Wow.
So I walked to school and I never missed class at school. Always on time. I'm always on time. If you say if I'm not going to be on time, something happened and I have to let you know. And right now, I am prepared. If things don't go like I'm planning, like I'm willing, I'm ready to start over again. I embrace it. I enjoy that, and that gives me motivation. Yeah, that keeps me going. People negativity, I channel that to a strength, and that's how I get up. I lean on the negativity to push myself up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lean on the negativity to push yourself up. I like that. So what advice can you give entrepreneurs out there that know deep inside of themselves that whatever they're doing right now is not going to succeed, but they kept on trying, knowing that this is a failure because of what other people might say.
Okay. I always said that standing alone doesn't mean that you are alone. Right? People in my community will testify to you that I have always, most of the time, stand alone. Not because I feel like I know it all. I stand alone even when people are against me, and I know that I'm right. Because you know very well that in our community, people don't like to stir the pot, right? They just want to leave it alone. They don't want any problem. Even if they know that this is true or this is false, they can say it, right? I have this courage to say things that I believe, and I live them. So I'm not afraid when I believe that what I'm doing is wrong, and I feel like I need to go in a different direction. Okay? I don't live for people, I live for me. When I go out and I put a clothes on, I don't ask myself how other people would think about what I wear. I ask myself if what I wear is presentable, represents me, presents my brand. Right? I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. When somebody is in business and you say they know deep down that it is not working, and they keep doing it, or they're living for other people. So they're going to please those people, but they're going to pay the price.
Right.
But what I want to talk about is somebody that is going into a business that they don't know whether they will fail or be successful, and they're confused. It is okay to ask for advice. It is okay to reach out to people and then be honest with them. Now you have to also know who to reach out to, right? If you need help and you reach out to people and all they want you to do is give up because they don't believe in you, that's a different story. I'll give one of my examples. I was in a big church, and I set up my business and everything, but I was short like maybe $10,000 to buy insurance for my company because I need like at least 8 type of insurance to cover the business in order to take a client. And I went to the church at the time, and then I talked to the leader. Wanted, a loan or an advice on how to get a loan in order to help my business. They direct me toward, and I still have that email. It's funny when I read that email, towards someone that has helped a lot of businesses, but those people don't look like me, right? They don't have accent like me, and they never done what I'm doing. My projection was too big for him. When he came back, he advised me, okay, to sell my cell phone, and that's a true story. To sell the last car that we have and go get a job, that this one will fail terribly.
Wow.
That's what he told me. He just didn't believe in me. Now, I don't deal with people who don't believe in me, and I don't need people to believe in me. I just need to believe in me. Now, if he had come in and said, well, Mark, based on this and this and this, do you think it is better for you to go get a job? What I could do is test that water. He didn't come for advice. He came with some negativity. Now, because you challenged me with some negativity, you gave me some power.
Yes.
And I have to defy that. That's what I love. I love when people come with me with bad energy. So if they know deep down that that business is failing, I think it wouldn't take that long for them to give up. Situation is going to force them. Mortgage, rent, utility. It's going to force them to give up. But it is the problem. The problem comes when they're confused. When they're confused, they don't really know. Just seek out help. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mark, for being here with us. We appreciate the time you took
Thank you.
to sit with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.